Hey everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time to take on our next fishing quest. Hello there, Anselm. What do you have for us? Before we begin, actually, almost forgot minion roulette. Our minion roulette for the day is giving us Wind Up Furion. Alright, Anselm, what do you got? Anselm is eager to share some exciting information with a fellow fisher. We're gonna get a new fishing rod, some new bait, and cloud fishing? I thought we already had that, to be honest. But okay. Good to see you, Satara. I've got some news for you that I think you're going to like. Have you ever heard of a fish called an Icepick? Not only do they have a kick like a Mylodon and the wits to give any fisherman a challenge, but cut them into goujons and fry them until they're golden, and they're just the thing to take away the taste of Giberlant's best brown. Well, a shoal of the beauties has been sighted in a fishing hole I know in the western Highlands of Coerthas. Let's head over, shall we? I'll meet you by the northern entrance to Falcon's Nest. I think we've caught some Icepicks before, but yeah, let's go catch some more. Alright then, I'll meet you over in Falcon's Nest. Alright, hello there, Anselm. Are you ready to get fishing? Also, hello there, Reyna. There's something awfully fishy about you. Could it be? Are you a fellow fishing fanatic? An angling apostle? An aficionado? Oh god. So who is this? Ah, Satori, you're finally here. I was afraid I'd missed you. To tell the truth, this young lady and I have just returned from the fishing hole. I'll explain in a second, but first allow me to introduce you. Satora meets Reyna, a fellow fishing enthusiast. We only just met ourselves. She was just passing by when I spotted the rod strapped to her back and introduced myself. Reyna had heard about the Icepick sighting too, and well, after a bit of mutual rod rattling, we decided to have a little competition. I'm sorry we didn't wait for you, but you know how hot-headed we fishers can be. Of course, I wish I had waited now. By the time I managed to catch my first decent-sized Icepick, she'd already had a brace in the net. Ha! How embarrassing for you, and in your own stamping grounds too. Why, I'd never been to that fishing hole before in all my life, yet the fish were practically throwing themselves out of the water for me. Ah, kick me while I'm down, why don't you? I demand vengeance, Satora, and who better to deliver than the Lady Master Wawalago, called the absolute apex of the angling arts. Leave it to me. I can get you your revenge. I knew I could rely on you. If there's anyone who can wipe that smirk off Reyna's face, you can. The pond where you'll find the fish is off to the north. Cross the bridge and keep going until you reach the Gorgogne holding. You should find it easily enough. It's the only stretch of liquid water in Malms. Reyna caught 2 Icepicks, so you're gonna have to catch 3. Alright then, let's get hiking. Just to double check... no, the fishing log is where we want to look at. And we're looking for Icepicks. That's ice fairies. We have caught Icepicks before. Yes, okay, at the unfrozen pond. And you like caddisfly larva and you like the precision hook set. Okay. I will meet you over there and we will go fishing. Alright, made it up to the unfrozen pond. Let's get our fishing done. Okay, so I've got my caddisfly larva ready. Let's get moving. Hold on, it was... Let me double check. The Icepick likes precision. Okay, so 1 exclamation mark is what we're looking for. Alright, I'll be back once I have caught 3 of them. So at level 71, I picked up an ability called Surface Slap. You just get it from leveling and hitting level 71 as Fisher. This is a very useful ability, and I only just realized I had it, so I'm going to show you how it works real quick after we show its actual description. Surface Slap prevents the hooking the same fish you just caught, has no effect on some fish. Lasts for 15 seconds? Really? Only 15 seconds. Effect ends after hooking a fish, cancels current mooching opportunity. Overwrites the effect of identical cast upon execution. We don't need to worry about that yet. But basically the gist of it is, oh, you have 15 seconds but in order to apply it before you run out of your opportunity. So basically how you would use this is if there's a fish at a fishing hole that has a habit of biting really often, and it's not the fish you're trying to catch, you want to make sure you're not catching that fish. What you can do is once you've reeled in that fish, in this case probably Abelathian smelt since it has a 60% bite rate at this particular fishing hole with this particular bait, we can use surface slap. And then until the next time we reel in a fish, no more Abelathian smelt will spawn. So now we've got a 50-50 chance of actually catching an Icepick, because it's about equal odds with the other one, which is an Ice Fairy, I believe? So yeah, surface slap, very good. You want to use this one strategically to get rid of particular fish that have very high bite rates that aren't the fish you're looking for your given fishing hole and bait. Caught an Ice Fairy. Not what I was looking for, but thank you. Alright, I'm not going to waste the surface slap on the Ice Fairy since that's a pretty low bite rate compared to the Abelathian smelt, and that's 200 GP to use surface slap, so you want to use this ability strategically. But it is a very good ability. Alright. Let's reel this in. Hopefully it is an Icepick. Nope, Abelathian smelt. Let's get rid of the smelt for the next cast. And I'll be back when I catch that Icepick. Alright, got my last Icepick. I will meet you back down at... You know what? Why would I need to walk there when I can just teleport? I have almost 1,000 teleport tickets. Let's just use them. Alright, Anselm, good news. I caught your 3 Icepicks. There's something... Okay, you already said that. The fishing hole where we found the Icepicks is up in the Gorgogne holding. Just head north, cross the Black Iron Bridge, and you'll be there. Raina caught 2 Icepicks, so you're gonna have to catch 3. I'm counting on you, Satora. Don't worry, I've already got the 3. Haha! 3 Icepicks and every one a beauty. How do you like that, Raina? Who's laughing now? What? I can't believe you beat my record. Alright, I'll admit it, you're a better fisherwoman than me, and thrice as good as Anselm. I may have lost the contest, but it's been wonderful to meet you both. I thought I was the only one who spent her days traveling the realm taking on what jobs I can to fuel my fishing habit, but now I know there's at least 2 more Epicureans in the world. So you're a real angling addict, are you, Raina? No doubt you could tell us some tales that would set our fish-fancying hearts aflutter. Oh, of course, it's the least I could do. The winner of the competition should have a reward after all. Now, I don't know if there's any truth in this tale, but there's a certain story doing the rounds in Dravania that you might find interesting. Not so very long ago, there was a chocobo hunter who found a wounded fish on the shore of the Sea of Clouds. It was a Moogle spirit, known to fishermen the realm over as a manta of the skies. A hook was through its lip and an unattended rod lying at its side. The hunter took up the rod and freed the fish, but as soon as he did so, the spirit scooped him in its fins and swept him away to an island above the clouds. Not knowing where he was or how to get home, he dropped a line into the clouds while he awaited rescue. Within moments, there was jerk on the line, and he pulled up a strange fish covered in spines. A few more minutes of fishing, and he had enough of the things to spell out help in Cloudkin. His message was spotted by a passing airship, and the fellow was saved. Well, what do you think? The chocobo hunters tell it to their children as a bedtime story, but I've got a funny feeling there might be more to it than that. But anyway, I can't stand around chatting while there's work to be done. If that story tickled you, why don't you go and have a look around the Sea of Clouds? If you're lucky, you might catch a few of these helpful fish yourself. These strange fish the chocobo hunter pulled from the clouds. I think I might have an idea what they were. The Ishgardian nobility used to harvest them for their poison, so much so that they drove them to extinction. Or so I thought until now. Here, Satora, take some of these. The normal men used to bait their hooks with these red balloons to catch those fish. If the creatures really are still around, chances are their tastes haven't changed. Balloon bugs spend their lives in the skies, but make their nests on the earth. If you should need any more of them, a friendly botanist or miner should be able to dig some out for you. But anyway, thanks for today. You really saved my skin. If Reina had won that contest, I don't think I ever would have lived it down. I'm heading back to the Knights to celebrate. See you again soon, Satora. Well, that was a fun, friendly competition. And we unlocked cloud fishing that we definitely didn't already have. What we had was sky fishing. I honestly don't know what specific fishing holes this unlocks for us. Probably just Sea of Clouds and Churning Mist related fishing holes, but we've already been able to fish in the Sea of Clouds, so cast a line into the clouds and see if anything bites. Alright then. There are 3 fishing holes I want to visit today. Only 3. We're going to be doing the level 53 fishing holes and saving the rest for later. So, first off, we've got 2 here in Coerthas Western Highlands. The first of which is over here just south of Banepool at, well, South Banepool. Alright, we're going to go ahead and use Stonefly Nymph as our first bait. And let's get fishing, see what we can catch. This fishing hole has one of the more annoying fish in the game. Annoyingly rare for what a simple thing it is. But also, fair enough given what it is. This is a statement that will make sense eventually when we go for that specific fish, but we're not going to be pushing for it right now. Alright, South Banepool info unlocked. What do we have here? We already have most of the fish here. Looks like there are 2 that we haven't caught yet. I'll double check what exactly those are and how to catch them. And let me actually check that right now. Okay, so let's see. Going down my list. Looks like it's those 2 fish. And they are both fans of the purse web spider. Though we will want to be using Surface Slap on ice fairies. One of them likes the Stonefly Nymph as well, but they're both fans of the purse web spider, and they're the one that likes Stonefly Nymph does seem to like the purse web spider better. I'm seeing an 18.8% bite rate for one and a 15.9% bite rate for the other for the purse web spider. Okay, so purse web spider, we're going to Surface Slap on ice fairies, and let's see if we can catch those 2 fish we're looking for. Alright, caught one of them, the Ammonite. Nice. It looks like you can also mooch Abelathian Smelt in order to catch both of them, so that is another option. And there's the other fish on the very next cast. We got the Sema Patrician. Nice. Double checking our fishing log. Awesome. We're all caught up on what I want for this. So, next up, next fishing hole is going to be over here at the west side of Banepool at the appropriately named West Banepool. Alright, let's go fishing, see what we catch. If I can find a spot where I can... There we go. Dip our line in the water. And I think we might already have just about all the fish at this hole, so we might not have much to do here. Alright, caught an ice fairy. Before we mooch that, West Banepool. Weather, can't do What is this one? Oh, I think it might be... I think I know which one that is. Maybe. No. I'm looking through my list. I'm trying to figure out which one it is. Okay, the one we're looking for likes the Stonefly Nymph that has a 12.4% bite rate. There's also a few lures that work. I don't think I have the Metal Spinner yet, but it has a nearly 50% bite rate on that. And has a 26.3% bite rate on the Versatile Lure. Which I don't think I actually have one of those yet. We don't have a Metal Spinner, do we? No, I don't believe so. Alright, so... what did I say? The Stonefly Nymph is what we want to use. And that Mooch won't do anything for us, right? No, Mooch won't do anything for us. Alright then, let's get fishing. And let's see, with the Stonefly Nymph, we want to be using Surface Slap on Ice Fairies, because those have a 71% bite rate for this hole in bait. There we go, caught the warm scale pleco. That was a rather stubborn one. It bit 3 times in a row, and the first 2 times it just let go while I was trying to reel it in. Alright, one more fishing hole for today, and this one's in the Sea of Clouds. Huh, well, apparently last time I went fishing here in the Sea of Clouds, I didn't actually go fishing in the clouds. I mostly just went fishing in Vorsian Saran, which is actual water, so maybe I couldn't fish in the clouds before. Anyways, it looks like all the fish here, basically all the fish here, like red balloons and basically equally. Sadly, we only have 50 Luftballons and not 99, so can't sing the song, unfortunately. Though that song is actually extremely freaking depressing. Oh my goodness, it keeps coming on the store radio at work recently, and it's people don't know what the song is about, and it's really sad. Maybe then again, maybe I could be wrong about what the song's about, but I remember it being about, bad things, we'll say. Let's not dwell too much. Alright, cut ourselves a Mitra Slug. And let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3 more to catch, and one of them wants snagging. Not worried about the weather restrictions yet. Alright then, let's turn on snagging, and let's turn on collect while we're at it. Forgot to do that earlier. And let's see what we catch. Ooh, caught ourselves a Starflower, and I believe that one is the weather-restricted one. Let me check exactly the requirements on the Starflower. Let's see. Starflower is weather-restricted. But what weather is the restriction for? Let's cast again while we're looking this up. Starflower only spawns during fair or clear skies. Fair enough. Nice that we caught that. Don't gotta worry about it later. But also wasn't too pressed about catching it now. I am planning a big trip around to catch all those weather and time limited fish later. Another one. Alright, well, it's just gonna be like this then. Alright, well, caught blue cloud coral. I was checking if anything I've caught so far is a collectible. I think that was 1 exclamation mark on that one. Alright, well, I'm going to keep checking for any collectibles and keep fishing away. Oh, looks like that worm scale pleca we caught earlier would be a collectible. If I had, you know, set my collect ability on. Oops. Northern oysters? When did we catch one of those? Ash pool. Alright, caught another one. Caught the Mahu Y. One left to go. There we go, caught the last one. Realized that I could turn off snagging because the only fish here that needed it was the blue-clad coral. Got the buoyant oviform. Literally an egg creature? The expression "when eggs fly" was commonly used throughout Eorzea to express the impossibility of something. That is until the discovery of this strange creature floating about the Sea of Clouds. Horrifying. Alright, that is all the fishing I wanted to do for today. There's still plenty more fishing holes to go, but the level 54 ones are largely in the Churning Mist in parts of the area that we don't necessarily have access to yet, so I'm going to hold off on that for a bit. For now, next time on Final Fantasy XIV, I think we're doing crafting? Yeah, it's time to move on to crafting with our level 53 Carpenter quest. I will see everyone next time for that.